Hey everybody, today we're going to be checking, inspecting, and changing the rear gear oil on a Star 650 motorcycle. In previous videos on this channel, we went into great detail with regard to engine oil changes as well as the filter, and how this should be done regularly within the specified maintenance schedule, ensuring optimum performance, minimum wear, and longer life of the motorcycle. The rear gear oil is no different on this bike in this regard. We'll review the maintenance schedule and conduct the maintenance as necessary. If you can't recall the last time you did this, now would be a good time. Let's get started. Assuming the bike isn't new and handled by the dealer, the level of the oil should be checked regimentally with everything else as seen here from the owner's manual. However, it should be replaced every 2 years or around every 15,000 miles. Only one wrench will be needed for the drain and fill, a 17 mil. This bike only has a small bag on this side. I see no need to remove it for this video, nor does it obstruct the job today. If there's a large saddlebag, it may need to be removed to do this job. The boss will be assisting today by holding the bike straight up and level. I'm putting this bowl under here just in case as we remove this bolt to check the level before we continue. If you could straighten up the bike to level. It's important that the level be checked first. If the level is incredibly low, it may be the sign of a large issue with the motorcycle. The level can only be checked when the bike is perfectly upright. So now with the bike level, with the 17 in place, I'll give it a couple of gentle raps with the hammer just to loosen that bolt. I got my pan under there just in case. And now I'll twist it loose with my fingers. Comes right out, no problem at all. I don't see anything out of the ordinary on the face of the bolt. Trying to get a good look at the level in here, but I'm going to need a stronger light to get in there to show it on camera. I keep mine just below the thread work, and as I see here, that's where I'm finding the line to be, which shows me I'm not losing any oil, and that's what's important with this inspection. Moving on to draining, this bottom plug is also 17. Using my 17-inch wrench, I give it a couple of light raps with the hammer to loosen the bolt. So you can lean the bike down now. And with the level inspection done, the bike can now go back down on the side stand. This will also ensure that when I remove this bolt, the oil will actually drain into that pan and not onto the tire. And there's not a lot of oil in the rear of the bike. I think it comes out to just under 200 milliliters in total. I appreciate your help. This is going to sit for a while.
I don't want to kick you.
No, you're not going to kick me. Go ahead. If you kick me, whatever.
No, then you can file for spousal abuse.
I'm not going to file for no spousal abuse.
No.
Promise. We can see a little bit of sludge that forms on the bottom of the drain bolt. It's absolutely fine. We have all the time in the world. That's what I like about changing my own oil. I'm not in a rush like a dealership or a shop that's going to open it, shut it, add more oil, and move on to the next one. So this could just sit here and sit here. I'm going to clean up this bolt, obviously. While I'm editing this portion of the video, this bike is going to sit just like this. The oil will be looked at later to determine if there might be a problem or excessive wear in the system. But for right now, we're going to clean up both of these oil bolts. Just good practice to clean them up when we remove them. Top one's obviously in better condition than the bottom. Bottom one's got just a bit of sludge on it, but again, that's fine. Not trying to make this thing shine, just a little bit of due diligence to clean up the threads. We could also see that both of these have a crush washer. This is the OEM crush washer. If you notice any leaks around the bolt, you might want to replace this. It is removable. Here's the Yamaha part number for this crush washer. I find I could get multiple uses out of it, but if it starts leaking, you're just going to replace it. The flat side points towards the bottom of the bolt. Same thing goes for the other bolt. I set my torque wrench for 17 foot-pounds, but I honestly don't know how accurate it is at 17 foot-pounds. So instead I'm going to use my inch-pound wrench and I'm going to set it for 205. This has been draining for so long at this point, there's not a drip of oil coming out the bottom of this anymore. I think that's important because the very last oil carries away as much debris from the bottom of this as possible. But now we're going to close up the bottom, so I'm going to clean everything up here with a paper towel. Using a new or existing bolt gasket is necessary. The bolt should always be turned all the way in by hand. Never use a tool to minimize the risk of cross-threading. I'll lock it down with the inch-pound wrench now, 17 foot-pounds. I usually don't get this specific, but I'm going to follow the factory instructions in this movie. I could generally snug it down by hand. I should have wiped off this debris up top here before I started. I got a piece of paper towel with some carb cleaner. I'll just wipe it off now. It's just a little bit of dust. There we go. I'll button this up with a piece of paper towel until the wife is available to help later. Inspecting the old oil in the light, I don't see any chunks of metal. I don't see any of that powdered metal on the surface from any wear inside. From the oil, it looks like the components are healthy. So I'll dispose it and we'll move on to the next phase of this project. I want to touch on something. I get a lot of questions about the oil that I use in my videos. When I'm doing these videos, I use the OE oil specific to the motorcycle. It's just easier that way. That way I'm calling out the one that's in the book. I'm not using one from a particular company, and I'm not recommending a particular oil. I'm just telling people just go to your dealer and get the oil that the dealer recommends. That's why I do that. With that in mind, we're using the friction modified shaft drive gear oil that's recommended for this application, GL4, GL5, 80W90 oil. This is what the newer packaging looks like for that oil right here. As the really old books will recommend a straight 80 GL4. To my knowledge, Yamaha does not even sell a straight 80 GL4 now and recommends this 80W90. They even recommend that in the older books as well if you didn't have a straight 80 GL4. Okay, go. The boss is going to lift the bike back to level now. Remove my paper towel. And I have a small funnel for this application. I could have pre-measured 200 milliliters of oil before I got started, but I'm just going to use the method of pouring in a little oil and checking to see what my level is, which is really messy and not very productive, but I do not have a measuring cup on me at this moment to do the job correctly. So if you have a measuring cup, you'll find it easier to pre-measure roughly the amount of oil and probably just top it off with a little bit instead of constantly rechecking. At this point we take a look and we see that the oil line makes its way to the bottom of the threads exactly where I want to be. So we have enough in there. So now I'll clean up around the area where the oil plug is going to go. Get the clean plug from off the bench and replace that gasket if necessary as described before. Turning it in by hand as to not strip the threads to full seat. We'll break out the torque wrench and torque it to 17 foot-pounds like we did for the bolt before. Clean it back down now.
Yeah?
At this point, I'll start cleaning up my mess.
Oh, much for bag.
Yeah, I'll clean it up.
Ready or not.
Mm-hmm.
You good with me?
Done. Thank you. And that concludes this video on the check, inspect, and change of the shaft drive gear oil on the Star 650 motorcycle. I hope you found this video enjoyable, entertaining, and informative. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Helps me out a lot when you do. And hit that subscribe button for more videos like this when they come out. When the next video like this in the series comes out, the link will be posted in the top right corner. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Would you like to reply?